province has many beaches, lots of fish, and many beautiful schools, including Escola Maria de Lourdes, where teacher Guito works. Let's meet him.
Yeah, my full name is Elias Pedro Guito. My first job is teaching. And before teaching English, I was teaching math. I taught math during 5 years. Yeah, and I changed from math to English because of need of teacher in our school. And our boss contacted me if it's possible to teach English, and I accepted this journey. I know that it's difficult, but with some help of some friends of mine helped me too much in this journey. And I decided to be here to teach English. And my journalism is my second job. Some people advised me to be a journalist, maybe because of my voice. Yeah. But now teaching English is very important for me because as a journalist, I need to develop the English of mine because of some compromises, international principally. Because of my work, I need to learn English. And one of the ways to learn English is teaching too, because I have to investigate day by day. For instance, today I used a grammar. As you see, this grammar, essential grammar in use. Yeah, this is a grammar which I'm using sometimes. Essential grammar in use from Cambridge. The author is Raymond Marr. Yeah, and some dictionaries. And I need this subject for teaching me how to learn English and how to teach in some time. Last week I taught them the frequent adverbs only, not the use, because I didn't like to join the frequent adverb and the use in some times, because they are students of 7th grade. According our Angola system, the 7th grade is the first grade to learn foreign language, English or French. The goal of these lessons is at the end of the class or day by day, they must know how to use the frequent adverbs in a sentence for a conversation, for writing, and so on.
Although teacher Guito's goal is much too general, the essence is that he wants his students to use adverbs of frequency. While watching, make note of the ways he works towards this goal. Count the number of times you see his students use frequency adverbs in his lesson.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you?
We are fine, thanks, and you?
I am good. Sit down, please.
Yes.
Last week, we spoke about frequent adverbs. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Someone can give me some examples of the frequent adverbs. Example of frequent adverbs. Yeah? Can you write on the board? Example. A frequent adverb, for instance. Example. Write on the board.
No present. No present.
No, adverb de frequência. Do you know the meaning of frequent adverb in Portuguese? Frequent adverb. Frequent adverb. Nate said. Someone, another one? A voluntary, please. Nady, can you help the delegate to write the frequent adverbs? One. Frequent adverbs. Delegate. It is a verb. Frequent adverbs. Frequent adverbs. Neide. Frequent adverbs. Edmira. No? Okay, there's no problem. Thanks. Class. Examples. Always. Lembra-se disso? Always. Let's read. Always.
Always.
How do you say always in Portuguese?
Sempre.
Good. Another frequent adverb? Always, another? Right? Read. You can read. To read this adverb often. Okay. Can you say it in Portuguese? Often? Yes. Class. Often in Portuguese.
Muitas vezes.
Good. Thanks. Our lesson today is about the use of frequent adverbs. What is the number of our lesson, class?
35.
What?
35.
35? No. Wait. English. Unit number 3. Good. Lesson 35 and 36. English. Unit 3. Topic. The use of frequent adverbs. The use of frequent adverbs. Wednesday, July 25th, 2012. Okay, you make up.
Yes.
Our topic today is the use of frequent adverbs. Let's remember, the frequent adverbs are always, and always, no, usually, no, don't translate. The frequency, often, okay, good, and sometimes. These are the frequent adverbs. Let's repeat. Always, usually, often, sometimes, never. We have some rules. Rules in Portuguese is regra. Do you understand?
Yes.
1. Before the verb. How do you say before in Portuguese? Before. Before. Before is? Okay. Before the verb. We have first tense here. My brother never spoke to me. My brother never speaks to me. Pay attention. This is speak is a verb. Never is the frequency adverb. Okay? Never is after or before the verb. Never is after or before the verb. Before the verb. You may copy this example.
Yes.
Did you finish?
Yes.
Okay. Rule number 2. Rule number 2. Rule. How do you say rule in Portuguese?
Regra.
Regra. Very good. After verb. How do you say after in Portuguese? After. After? After. Yeah? Okay, good. No, before.
How did Teacher Gito do? What was your number? If you said 0, you are right. Teacher Gito's students didn't use frequency adverbs during this segment. The teacher described some rules of use, but the students were not producing language themselves. During this segment, Teacher Gito's students listed words, repeated words, translated, did choral repetition of the lesson, discipline, unit, topic, and date, and wrote down rules. These are not ways that help students use the language the teacher wanted. He did not use techniques that helped expand the students' communicative competence. Now it's time to spend a while with our mentor teacher, Professor Delcio. He will give his feedback about what he saw during the lesson related to the use of students using language.
First of all, congratulations to Teacher Gitu for allowing us to enter his classroom. So it's not easy to be observed, filmed, or critiqued. So he was brave for that. The first comment I will make about Gito's lesson is about what he said in his interview. He said that as teachers of English, we can teach and learn at the same time. This is somewhat true, but as teachers, we cannot make our own personal lessons about English into our students' class. And Gito did this. He gave his students a long list of frequency adverbs that they couldn't remember or even translate. This level should know at least always, sometimes, and never. Giving 7th graders rules to remember is also too complex for this level. Surely students have to know how to use the words, but in practical ways. I will tackle this subject in a class by paying attention to making students produce the language. Secondly, I would say that a teacher must follow a curriculum prescribed by the school administration or the national government. This must happen so that students at the same level in different parts of the countries are taught the same material. However, a textbook is not a curriculum, and we all know that in Angola, teachers might not have access to the textbook of the level they teach or the curriculum. This makes them gather what they have and work with it. It is dangerous though if teachers use this book as a guide of what to teach. And Gitu made this mistake by simply listing all the adverbs of frequency for his grade 7 students. They don't need so much information. It's not appropriate for their level. Teachers must choose what is suitable for their level and use it in class. Now, I want to show you a clip on the same topic that encourages students to use the language. Unlike Gitu, I took into account the student's level and I chose only 3 adverbs of frequency. Also, I had to choose a way that students would pass the language, either in a written way or in oral way. I chose oral way. But you could choose to have students write on board or in their notebooks. I chose to use a method called total physical response, or TPR, to make students get the concepts of always, sometimes, and never. Let's have a look at that. You know what weekend is. Now I'll tell you what I do at the weekends. Yes? What I do at the weekend. Yes? At the weekend, I always go to the church. I always go to the church. Yes? I sometimes play basketball. Yes? I sometimes play basketball. I never play football. I never play football. Yes? Yes. Class, look, I always go to the church. I sometimes play basketball. I never play football. Yes? Yes. Yes? Yes. Class, I always 10, 5 or 0? 0. I always, yes? Is it 10, 5 or 0? 10, 5, 10. 10, 5 or 0? 10. I sometimes, 10, 5 or 0? 10. Look, I always go to the church. Always go to the church. Yes, I always go to the church. I sometimes go to the church. I never go to the church. Yes, always, sometimes, yes, never. Yes? Yes. Class, I always go to the church. Yes, 10, 5 or 0, always. 10. I sometimes play basketball. 10, 5 or 0? 5. I never play football. 10, 5 or 0? 0. Good. Yes? Yes. Okay. Now, always? Always. Sometimes? Sometimes. Never? Never. Always? Always. Sometimes? Sometimes. Never? Never. Okay. Now, class, play football. This one? I? Okay. Yes, come. Another volunteer. Yes, Domingas.
I never play football.
Good. Arnaldo? Play football?
I sometimes play football.
Good. Your name?
My name is Tiago.
Stelmo? Tiago, play football.
I always play football.
Good. Claps for them. Sit down. Other 3 volunteer. Yes. Who's got courage to come here? Volunteers, hello. A girl, I need a girl. A girl. Yes, come. Paulina?
Eulina.
Okay, go to the church, Eulina. Always?
Always.
So, Eulina, always go to the church?
Yes.
Good. Go to the church, Edmilson.
I sometimes go to the church.
Good. Go to the, what's your name? Pedro, go to the church.
I always go to the church.
Good. Clap for them. Now, it's your time to tell me what you do at the weekend, yes? Yes? For example, wait. This is me, Teacher Delcio. Yes? I always go to the church. Yes, I always go to the church. I sometimes play basketball. Yes? I never play football. Yes? Okay, now I want a volunteer to tell me, yes, about your weekend. Yes? a volunteer to tell me about what he or she does at the weekend. Yes? Speak. No, stay there.
I can't play ball. I never for basketball.
Can you repeat?
I can't for basketball. I never for football.
Good. I sometimes play basketball. I never play. Bravo. Sit down. Another volunteer. Yes?
I sometimes play basketball. I never play football.
Good. Yes? Another volunteer. You can say I sometimes go to the disco, go to the beach, yes? Dance kuduro, yes? Yes, tell about your things. Yes, more volunteers?
I sometimes go to scout. I never go to disco or club.
Super.
I sometimes dance kuduro.
Good.
I never football.
I never
Play football.
Bravo. This.
I always go to the school.
Good.
I never go to the disco.
Super. Now, some final comments about my lesson. The first point I would like to talk about has to do with praising students. I overused good. I should have added a little bit more. I could have used brilliant, excellent, bravo, super, more. The second point has to do with the consistency in using the method. As you could see in the clip, there was a little girl that was in front of the class. I prompted her going to the church. Still, she couldn't say anything. She couldn't produce the language. So I could have resorted to the TPR, the methods I had taught to teach always, sometimes, and never. And this would have helped her to produce the language. The third point I would like to talk about has to do with asking volunteers. Since I was a new teacher in the class, they were not used to me, I could have resorted to another method. I could have indicated ways to speak. Asking volunteers is not bad, but for a new teacher, sometimes it's quite dangerous because students may not volunteer, because they may feel afraid. And there was a girl, although the clip doesn't show that her colleagues, her classmates were telling me to call her because she's someone who used to participate in English lesson. But in that particular lesson, probably because I was new, probably because she was not used to me, she didn't want to take part in the lesson. She was just very shy. In conclusion, we all have room to improve, no matter what level we are as teachers. If we are beginning, we can grow. If we are more advanced, we have to fight, not to fall.